What's going on, everyone? Luke the Toxic Nintendo Fanboy here, coming at you guys with an incredibly amazing video, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be covering Anthony Olan Tech. And I watched one of this guy's videos, and the video is called Microsoft Buying Bethesda Rant. So guys, I thought the amazing Lucas was the only one, and so is Dreamcast Guy and Crap Game Reviews, but it turns out that there is another PlayStation fanboy on YouTube that I have discovered, and in today's video, we are going to be reacting to this guy's video and calling him out on his complete bullshit. So, this guy makes he basically rants about Microsoft buying Bethesda and talks about how Microsoft is desperate for exclusives, and it's exactly what the amazing Lucas said. So let's just get right into the video, ladies and gentlemen, and see what this douchebag has to say.
Okay, I had all day to make this video, and I knew I was gonna make it, but I had some shit to do, so I couldn't make the video earlier, so I'm making it now. Sue me. I don't know why exactly I'm upset about this. I really don't care at all about the fact that Microsoft has purchased Bethesda. I really don't care. But it needs.
Okay, so if he doesn't care, then why the fuck is the video literally called Bethesda, Microsoft buys Bethesda Angry Rant? If this guy didn't care, then why would he make the video? Like, if you don't care about something, then why would you make a rant about it if you didn't care? Because obviously, if you don't care about something, then you don't pay any attention to it. But this man is out here making a rant video on Microsoft buying Bethesda.
To be said anyway. You know that people are out there who have these kind of negative opinions on it. So it just needs to be said. How do you justify purchasing a developer to be exclusive to your console and you're paying them $7 billion, right? Not million, $7 billion to have Bethesda games only on your console. This tells me that Xbox and Microsoft are desperate because they can't do shit right with their console. Their company is failing compared to Sony.
Okay, their company is failing. How exactly is it failing when we have Xbox Game Pass? Xbox Game Pass is literally the best thing on Xbox, so how could you say that it's failing when we have Xbox Game Pass and not even mentioning our backwards compatibility? That's what I don't get about these PlayStation fanboys. They always talk about the bad stuff about Xbox, but they never talk about its positives, because if they talk about its positives, then that basically, because this guy, like people like this guy right here, these PlayStation fanboys, they never talk about the good stuff about Xbox. Like, we have Xbox Game Pass, and we have good backwards compatibility, not to mention our streaming, our xCloud. Also, another thing, if it was Sony who brought Bethesda, like, let's say it was Sony who brought Bethesda instead, right? People like this guy wouldn't give a shit. These PlayStation fanboys, they wouldn't give jack shit if Sony brought Bethesda instead. But since Xbox is the one who brought Bethesda, now there's a problem. These Sony fanboys were mad that Bethesda is going to be exclusive to Xbox now, but if it was Sony who brought Bethesda and Bethesda games would become PlayStation exclusive, they wouldn't give a shit. But now that it's Microsoft doing it, now all of a sudden there's a problem.
They can't get anything done right. Okay? The original rumor was that Microsoft was trying to secure WB games, which possibly could have meant that if that went through, Mortal Kombat would have been exclusive to Xbox, the Middle Earth games would have been exclusive to Xbox. But the fact that they got Bethesda is hilarious to me because who the fuck is buying an Xbox to play Bethesda games? Honestly,
Bethesda makes some of the most popular games right now. They just made Doom Eternal, which is an incredibly amazing game, and although that is I believe it's on PS4, that honestly doesn't matter, because although Fallout 76 was trash, this guy does talk a little bit about Fallout 76. He calls it Fallout shit, whatever, Fallout 70 shit, I don't know, but yeah, I'll admit, Fallout 76 was pretty bad, but notice how these PlayStation fanboys only talk about Fallout 76. They don't got shit to say about Doom or Wolfenstein, though. They immediately just call out Fallout 76, but that's a bad game. Like, that's a genuinely bad game. They don't talk about Bethesda's other amazing games.
unless you love first-person RPG games, no one is buying your console. Nobody, okay? You don't have any reason to buy an Xbox right now or ever at that point. You have no exclusives.
We have no exclusives? Okay, so explain to me the new Halo Infinite coming out. Not to mention Gears of War 5. Although that is a really bad game, we still have the other Gears of War games. We have Forza Horizon, and like, although Xbox exclusives may not be as good as PlayStation exclusives, I don't get how these PlayStation fanboys say that we have no games. Oh, I know. It's because all our games are coming to PC. Well, let me tell you this. All your games, like, Sony already confirmed that Days Gone is coming to Steam. And soon you guys are not going to have any games either. And also, Forza Horizon is probably one of the best car games ever. And like I said earlier, Xbox may not have exclusives that are as good as PlayStation, but you can't say that we have absolutely no games at all because there's a big difference between having not so good exclusives and having no exclusives at all. Because Halo was a good game. Halo 5 was decent. Gears of War 4 was decent, and although Gears of War 5 was not very good, we still have other exclusive games coming out. And do you honestly think that Bethesda is going to be the only exclusives that we're going to have? We're still going to have other exclusives from Microsoft, from Xbox Game Studios. Like, it's not just going to be Bethesda games that are going to like Bethesda are not going to be the only exclusive games on Xbox. Like, Xbox is going to have other exclusives coming out in the future, and they'll most likely be good because Halo Infinite looks pretty good. Okay. Oh yeah, but this guy says that no one plays Halo anymore. Okay, so then why is Halo Infinite getting so much hype then?
So why bother paying Bethesda, a company which doesn't have a huge success rate? It has a good success rate, but not a huge one. You're gonna pay them $7 billion, and they may not be able to deliver on what they can promise. Look at Fallout 70 shit. Remember that game? Failed. Okay. You remember Todd Howard? How is he still around? How is
Notice how he only said Fallout 76. He didn't talk shit about any other Bethesda games. That's because Bethesda only had one bad game. See, I know Bethesda already had a bad rep. I mean, some of Bethesda's previous games were not incredible, but they weren't trash either. But notice how these PlayStation fanboys only say Fallout 76. They have shit to say about any of Bethesda's previous games or Bethesda's recent game, Doom Eternal, because they know that that game was amazing. Doom Eternal almost got Game of the Year.
Todd Howard still in charge of Bethesda? It makes no sense. And you look at Sony when they acquired Insomniac Games, they paid Insomniac Games, I believe it was like 300 million, okay, which is a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to $7 billion. And they were smart to get Insomniac because they got the Ratchet and Clank games, they got Spider-Man, okay. Who's gonna buy an Xbox to play another Elder Scrolls game, to play another Doom game, to play another bullshit Fallout game? Nobody. They're gonna want PlayStation, God of War, Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, all the other Sony exclusives that they've been having.
Ladies and gentlemen, the salt has gotten to the point where I think I might actually have to stop the video because I think I have to go vomit because the salt that I'm tasting right now is actually hurting my throat. Can you hear what this motherfucker is saying? So you're telling me that no one's gonna want to play the next Doom game? No one's gonna want to play the next Elder Scrolls? Also, just because Fallout 76 was bad, who the fuck are you to say that the next one is gonna be bad? You think just because one game was bad, the next one is gonna be like, who the fuck is this man? Is this man predicting the future? Is this guy some kind of fucking wizard where he could predict the future? Maybe this man could predict if I'm gonna be a virgin for the rest of my life too. So all right. So let's think about this. This man is saying that no one's gonna buy an Xbox for Bethesda. Okay, then. So when Bethesda releases the next Doom game or the next Wolfenstein or the next Fallout or even maybe the next Evil Within, you're saying that no one's gonna want to play it? And also, this man trying to defend his exclusives again. God of War, Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, all those games are coming to PC. You do realize that, right? Like, I'm not sure if you remember that, but you do realize that all your PlayStation games are going to be coming to PC, which can be played on my Xbox because Steam can be accessed through Microsoft Edge. Notice how he didn't talk anything about that?
For years, and you guys still have nothing. You guys have nothing. You guys are paying this company all this money so you can try to get exclusives. And there was a rumor that said because Microsoft purchased Bethesda, not every Bethesda game that releases will be exclusive to.
Oh, also notice how he didn't talk shit about Sony when they brought the people who make Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank. That literally proves my point. If Sony were to buy a popular gaming company like Rockstar Games or Activision, no one would give a shit. But if it was Microsoft, then they'd be crying again, like they are now. Which again proves my point.
Microsoft, they said some games will come to other consoles. That is complete bullshit. What company is gonna say, "Hey, we paid you $7 billion to have you work for us, but you can still make a couple of games for PlayStation and Switch. It's okay." No, that's not gonna happen. It's not. If it does happen, then Microsoft is fucking stupid, okay? Because if you're paying a company like Bethesda $7 billion, you clearly are telling them every game you make is for us only. No one else. Everyone else can eat a fucking dick, okay? And
Actually, what Microsoft is doing is very nice, sharing their exclusives because Sony doesn't do any of that. I mean, I'm surprised Sony let their games on PC, but that's also good. But like PlayStation games are not on Xbox or Switch. Microsoft was nice enough to share Minecraft with both PS4 and Nintendo Switch. And same goes for Cuphead.
everyone is trying to defend Microsoft and how they have all these games they can play. I remember a couple years ago, Microsoft announced all these developers they had who was working on the new Xbox games. All these developers that they were working with. And yet they have nothing. Which have another Halo? No one cares about Halo anymore. Gears of War? Nobody plays Gears of War. Forza? I love Forza. I'll give them that. Forza's great. But people are getting tired of Forza anyway. What games are there to play on Xbox? Oh, but we still have Cuphead. It's also on Switch, motherfucker. Oh, well, Minecraft is good on Xbox.
Yeah, but you just talked about how it's stupid if Microsoft lets Bethesda games come to other consoles. Now you're saying that that's a disadvantage? This man literally has no idea what he's talking about.
Minecraft is so accessible on every console out there. I can get Minecraft on my dick, okay?
You mean playing with yourself? Yeah, you look like the type of guy to do that.
You can't justify buying an Xbox except for Game Pass, which is a great deal. But the other thing about that is, while there is a lot of games on Game Pass, who is really buying a console just for Game Pass and just to play games that, while it is free on the Xbox with Game Pass, it is also accessible on the other consoles. And then another argument I heard is the new Xbox is much more powerful than the PS5. Is it really though? Is it really though? It's not that much powerful. You're not gonna see that much of a difference
It's been officially proven that the Xbox has more teraflops than the PS5. Notice how these PlayStation fanboys never actually talk about fact.
when you're playing a game in 4K on PS5 compared to the new Xbox. So why bother paying Bethesda all this money when it may not even succeed? The new Elder Scrolls may not even be that good. It's gonna be an overhyped piece of shit. Okay, and I
Okay, so you're literally telling me, like, you're telling me right now that the next Elder Scrolls is going to be a piece of shit? Like, you're not saying maybe it will be, maybe it's not. You're saying that it is going to be a piece of shit? Okay, plot twist. This man actually works for Bethesda, and he knows about all the games that are coming out, and he knows that they're going to be shit. Because this man actually worked for Bethesda. Okay, these PlayStation fanboys are actually pretty funny, but at the same time, they're really cringy, but still.
don't think anyone is excited to play another Fallout after you fucked up Fallout 76. I don't think anyone wants a third Dishonored. I think people are pretty much doomed out already. They don't want another Doom.
Dishonored was actually a really amazing game, to be honest. I played Dishonored. It was actually a really good game. This man has no idea what he's talking about. This man's talking about how all the next Bethesda games are going to be trash and shit. He does not even know what he's talking about because how exactly is this man going to predict Fallout's next move unless he actually really is a Bethesda worker? I mean, that was just a fucking joke if you couldn't already tell, but maybe he really does work for Bethesda. I don't know. Maybe that's why he's angry. Maybe he got fired from Bethesda for calling him out. Oh my god.
It's over, okay? Xbox, you have no games, you have no exclusives, you have no developers who are willing to put in the work to give you quality exclusive titles. You don't have it. Just give up as a console. Give up. It's over. It's over.
Wow. I'm so convinced right now. I was wrong, guys. Xbox Series X is trash. This PlayStation fanboy literally just convinced me to be a PlayStation guy now because apparently we have no exclusives and our console is trash. That video was literally cancer. I think I have to go to the hospital and start getting chemotherapy now because I think I have cancer on my nuts. I think I have testicular cancer now for watching that video. So don't watch the video, guys, because it's so cancerous that you'll probably get testicular cancer. I could literally feel the tumors growing inside my balls right now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching that incredibly cringy video with me. Go back to my channel and watch my top 5 reasons why you should get an Xbox Series X instead of a PS5. I talk a lot more about why you should get an Xbox instead of a PS5. A lot of good reasons. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Luke, the Toxic Nintendo Fanboy, signing off. Bye-bye, guys.